So we'll comment by talking.
Okay. Did you want to?
No, we should have people coming in shortly. No, we got one person watching. That's you.
That's me. So we're gonna get to talk about doing our first episodes with our brother-in-laws and bourbon.
Yeah.
So I think that was great.
Oh, here, put your pin in.
623.
How do you keep it alive? James, how's it going, James? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? I decided to do a surprise live on here today just to talk about my channel a little bit that Jason and I started. It's this is my brother-in-law Jason here.
James.
Mike and April, how are you guys doing? I was just talking about y'all on an episode of how do you keep your phone on?
I'm sorry.
On an episode of Brother-in-Laws and Bourbon, we're talking about Planet Hollywood. How y'all had a good time at Planet Hollywood. Jason was saying, this is my brother-in-law Jason, by the way. He's my co-host on Brother-in-Laws and Bourbon. Rod Edwards in the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Mike and April were saying they love Planet Hollywood. Yep, it's nice to meet you.
It is great. I love Planet Hollywood. It's got that mall inside of it, and it was just great. It's fantastic. The second time we went, or the time after that we went to the MGM, and it's huge. It's a 6230.
Okay.
It's huge, absolutely huge. It took forever to get from one side of it out, but I've stayed in a ton of the locations there. It's great.
So Mike and April was asking, where's the bourbon? We just finished doing 4 reviews on making videos, so I'm a little bit, I might be a little bit buzzed already.
Here's one of the bottles that we just reviewed, the Basil Hayden, which was very good.
Yep.
The Clyde Mays, which was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Love the Clyde Mays.
Hey,
as a matter of fact, there's no more Clyde Mays, but we didn't down that bottle today.
No, but we finished it off.
We finished it off today.
Clyde Mays is actually made in Alabama. It's made right over in Conecuh County.
And over in my
Hey, DWT, how's it going?
my little small wine cabinet, which I don't think you can see over here to the side, but I have the billet bourbon that we also reviewed, and it has a lot of bite to it.
Yeah, that billet bourbon is strong, buddy. Have you ever had any of these 3 bourbons? The Basil Hayden, Clyde Mays, or Bullet bourbon? Anybody ever tried those?
They were all good. I've had them all. Well, of course, just drink them.
So we wanted to come on today and talk to you a little bit about about our new channel, the Brother-in-Laws and Bourbon. This is Jason right here. This is my brother-in-law. He's my best friend. Was the best man in my wedding, as a matter of fact. And listen, I'm not going to get sentimental here. Thank you, April, so much for sharing that link out. I meant to pin it on the but I didn't. But Norman Brown, Norman, he says,
Norman.
Where's the red Solo cup?
I'm using a Chick-fil-A cup for the coffee following the bourbon.
Yeah, we got to get Norman over here on a episode with us.
We sure do.
But
that's a Norman forever.
But I wanted to tell y'all, Jason's just a really solid guy. He's just like me. And so my dad passed away when I was at a real young age, and my sister and Jason was already married, and he was, you know, almost like a dad to me. He helped me through some real struggles.
I was gonna say we've known one another for probably 30 years. I mean,
Oh, Wes Slots, what's going on, man? Yeah,
I'd say 30 years. 'Cause
30 years.
You were a young teenager when when I met you. I mean, a young teenager when I met you. When I met your sister.
and
And then harassed you about dating your sister. And have done that ever since.
so Jason's not a big gambler.
No.
So he don't gamble a whole lot, but we do. Man, we do so much stuff together. We actually just got back from the Senior Bowl,
Yeah.
and Jason got us tickets to the Hancock Whitney 10th.
Well, it was the I think it was the Hancock Whitney tent because it was the
Hey, Lettuce.
it was the tent for all of the sponsors that were there. Even though we weren't sponsors, we got free tickets to go to the tent, the sponsor tent.
So
Chicken wings, all kind of chicken wings, fish, corn nuggets,
beer,
lots of beer, Cokes, water,
fish,
fish,
that fried fish.
shrimp, sauteed shrimp and grits. Fantastic. Fantastic.
It really was a good time.
And then we had general admission tickets into the new Hancock Whitney Stadium.
But the stadium only holds 25,000, and let me tell you something. Even from the general admission, there's not a bad seat in that Hancock Whitney
Yeah,
Stadium.
it's pretty cool.
So we really enjoyed that. Lettuce, we were at Cherokee back in November during Thanksgiving. Remember, I talked with you about maybe trying to meet up, but you said you were going to be at some families. You were going to be with your family during Thanksgiving, so we weren't able to get together. Norma says he's your brother-in-law, Re. We both know that it was a huge gamble.
Hey, don't let Norman start having me to call out because I still use his reference name whenever I'm talking about the Tough Man contest. Because Norman's the only man I know that was bad enough to get into the cage in the Tough Man. Because remember they used to do the Tough Man
Yeah,
boxing fights around town?
yeah.
And this is back in the days, y'all, when they bring in this group. This is 20 years ago. They bring in people and you just bare knuckle fight in the middle of a ring. And Norman's like, I want to do it. I'm like, are you crazy?
And he did it.
And he did it.
Yeah,
he did it.
did a
He
good
did
job.
Did a great job. He fought twice up in there.
Where was that?
That was at the Abba Shrine Temple.
Was that at the Abba Shrine?
Yeah, the Abba Shrine Temple.
Norman, was that at the Abba Shrine or was that at Big Daddy's? I don't remember.
No, it was Abba Shrine. Abba Shrine is Abba Shrine. I know it was the Abba Shrine. It had to be the Abba Shrine.
Wow.
Because remember the first one, he got in there and the person popped him right in his nose and he started bleeding. And James started hollering out, "Stop bleeding! You're bleeding too much." Norman was like, "What am I gonna do? Pop in my nose! Get him go bleed!" And they had to call that one. But boy, he come back with a vengeance on that next one.
Yeah.
He come back and beat down some people.
Norman might be from up north. He might be from Indiana, but
Boy can fight.
he's tough.
Yeah.
He's tough.
Boy can fight. Fight better than I can fight.
He said, "I almost died that night. I don't remember where it was." We almost died a bunch of nights, didn't we, Norman? Back in our young days, we used to
Oh my goodness.
we used to live it up. We had a great time, man.
So we're excited about with the new channel about being able to really show the different events and stuff we're doing and just the fun things that Ron and I get to do and to be able to reconnect doing a lot of this. We've done many things over the years, from Mardi Gras to Senior Bowls to golf to all kind of stuff, and we just cut up and have fun and we thought about this would be a fun thing to be able to show and talk about. Even Friday, we were out smoking cigars and over the pond on some property with a pond on the backside of it, and just goofing off and having fun and I think that's always a cool thing to be able to show and talk about, and this is kind of what our channel is going to be about, is that and sampling some bourbons and drinking a little whiskey.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys like it, and we just want to put our kind of touch on it, and show y'all some stuff that we do here down south, and it's not all backyard teeth picking and banjo picking, you know. So we we're regular people.
Some of it is.
Yeah. Some of it is.
We certainly walked by some of that on our way into the stadium today. And,
Yeah.
And on our way out.
So April was asking about Vegas.
Yeah.
We had a great time. They had the adult video awards there,
Right.
and we were at Resorts World, and man, you talk about some of the people that we seen come through there. It was really something different.
I was wanting to comment on your post when you did that and you talked about the awards being there. That the only time that I think that I ever caught any kind of convention that I wasn't actually attending myself that was out there was like a Star Trek convention, and of course that wasn't anything like the adult video award ceremony.
Yeah.
Most people dressed like Spock.
OS was saying, let's get the new channel to 50 today. I was just telling Jason right before we went live that as soon as we get to 50 subscribers, we're going to go to the local Robert Trent Golf Course, which is the best golf course in Mobile County. And we're going to go live and play a round of golf and drink some beer. And I think y'all would love that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's about the Robert Trent Jones Golf Course, the one up in Greenville, and you know the story. But the one up in Greenville, which is where I'm originally from, is the Greenville area up around the central part of Alabama, or really the south central part of Alabama. But my dad owned a concrete company, and we poured all of the concrete that goes into a golf course. And it was the most concrete ever poured in that city in an entire year in that one golf course. They had more concrete poured just on that one golf course than we poured in the entire city for an entire year. So, interesting fact.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah. And now you get to go back and see that, you know, your dad's handiwork.
Yeah. Well, we'll play in Mobile. So he didn't pour in Mobile, but we'll play in Mobile, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the par 3 course here is awesome. How many of y'all?
Who almost made a hole in one on the par 3 course in Mobile?
That is another thing we were together for.
That's right.
Jason hit a hole in one on the 4th hole at Robert Trent Golf par 3 course, and I think I was more excited than he was. So the ball hit on the top tier, and it was like something out of a movie. It started to roll just a little bit and roll off the top tier just a little bit, and just trickle down. And I said, roll on, ball. And this is a top-notch golf course where, you know, there's no horseplay or anything like that. And the ball started to roll more towards the hole. And I said, roll on, ball. And then it started to pick up more speed. And I just screamed to the top of my lungs, roll on, ball. And it rolled right down in the hole. And I let out a squeal like a schoolgirl. I mean, that was the most amazing thing I had ever seen in my whole life.
That's true.
So,
I guess I wasn't, it was a shank. I shanked the ball over to the side and it hit the back side of the green. And then it rolled all the way across the green.
oh my God. Cool Whipped is in the house.
Cool Whip.
You got to say hello to Cool Whip.
Hello, Cool Whip.
He is the coolest guy that I have ever met. Cool Whip, I just want you to know that I love your shorts that you've been doing on YouTube. Those are the funniest. I have to turn you on to that. I'll show you as soon as we end this.
Okay.
It is the coolest, the funniest thing you have ever seen. I met Cool Whip through Mike and April Unplugged. They have a podcast every Sunday. Make sure you check it out. Best podcast on YouTube. And they talk about lots of stuff, like gambling, and it just goes wherever.
Right.
The chat just goes wherever it wants to. And Cool Whip says Cool Whip is funny. But they have a really cool show, and Cool Whip actually came on as a guest star.
Right.
And it's really something. It's really something. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool Whip. I love it.
So yeah, we got some stuff coming up for y'all. We just did three or four reviews on the whiskey. Whiskey and bourbon. We went to the Senior Bowl today.
I think we reached our limit on those three reviews.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to tell the difference between the first one and the third one, that's for sure. So and you got to
We're
remember,
lightweights.
we are lightweights, but you have to remember we did have several beers at the Senior Bowl.
That's true.
So
And we had to walk all the way uphill coming back because
whew,
we didn't have parking tickets. I couldn't get us specialized parking tickets, so we had to walk all the way back about a mile back uphill to get back.
April shared this out on Facebook. Thank you so much, April.
Thank
You
you,
are a doll. And listen, let me tell you, they have helped me with my channel. Like, they're just so amazing. They have really helped me, shouting me out. And
Thank you.
yep. And I'm sure they're going to shout out the new channel too, and hopefully everybody will enjoy it.
That's great.
So, but
we're just excited about it. We're excited more about the opportunity to do things that we've done in the past, and to be able to record them and let other people be able to see them, because we really just have a lot of fun, and we do a lot of really funny things, and other people will think it's funny, and they'll enjoy it. And I don't know that there's any wisdom in anything we talk about, but I enjoy it. I mean, it's fun, it's life, and somebody might find some neat stuff about it. So.
Yeah, Laura S., thanks for coming in. Thank you for watching. She's also an amazing supporter, and she helps support everybody. And DWT, he's one of my moderators, and April is a moderator, and they're just OS Slots. I actually got to meet OS Slots whenever we were in Vegas. He came down and he was at Resorts World and did a live there, and I was able to meet him. And Nancy and I are planning a trip to actually go out this summer and spend a weekend and meet up with OS and just.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to get some of these guys on a Brother-in-Law's and Bourbon.
Absolutely.
And maybe do some drink reviews with some of them. Not everybody likes bourbon, but it's not all about bourbon. So we're gonna thank you, DWT, sharing this out on Facebook. Thank you, DWT. You are awesome. It's not going to be all about just bourbon and drinking and boozing.
Yeah.
We just got a ton of stuff that we want to do for y'all and show y'all.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good whenever we're able to get to 50.
And I have a different podcast that I do as well, that I do with my office, but it's more in line with community resources and resources for people that need different help around the community and things like that. It's a real serious topic type thing, and I really wanted to do something that was fun, just something that would be engaging and fun. And this is an opportunity to do something that's fun.
And I know that we're going to branch out. We're going to meet more people in the bourbon community and stuff like that. But let me tell you something. This slot community that I'm involved in on this channel is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
These people in this chat and some people that aren't in this chat, they're just amazing people, and they really everybody wants to help each other.
I think that's great.
And we want everybody to succeed.
Right.
And it really is more about just having fun and having a good time.
Right.
You're not going to make any money off this stuff.
Right.
But you
need to document some really cool things you do in your life, and it's just fun to be able to share.
Absolutely. And I do that. I'll go back and watch some of my videos and be like, yeah, I remember that. Especially the ones that I did whenever we were in Cleveland with BD Slots.
Right.
And we were able to put different clips in that wasn't just the slot channel, which is like some of the videos I got coming up on my Ron Gamble's,
right,
where it's not just slots, it's some other stuff mixed in with it, and it's almost like watching a mini documentary of yourself,
right?
And I'll be able to have those memories.
I think that's great.
So where did I eat? Lettuce. It was actually a day trip, and we had an early lunch and leftovers from Thanksgiving. It was actually the day after Thanksgiving, and it was only about an hour drive from Gatlinburg.
That's right, because y'all went to Gatlinburg for Thanksgiving this year.
So I didn't tell you about this, but we went to Gatlinburg, and
y'all stiffed us. So we had just your mom here. It was just us and your mom. I don't even think our other brother-in-law was with us think it was just the
Yeah, just y'all and
just
mama.
us and your mom.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Cool Whip just subscribed to the new channel.
Thank you, Cool Whip.
I mean, yeah, dude, we have got to get Cool Whip on a review. Yeah, he's in California a lot,
All right.
hanging with the stars, but whenever he's not hanging with the stars, hopefully we can get him on. We won't have to pay him too much money to get him on. But anyway, we actually stayed at a cabin there in Gatlinburg, and the day after, Nancy's terrified of heights.
Right.
And the day after Thanksgiving, London, which is my son, and his girlfriend, and my youngest daughter, Lily Gambles, they were all going to do the big ski lift that takes you to the little town. What's that town called? Cool Whip says he likes free bourbon. So,
Free bourbon.
Yep, we get him a couple shots of bourbon and he's in.
You think we can get him here in town? I can meet him somewhere.
We might be able to get Cool Whip. I don't know about in town.
Okay.
Yeah, Cool Whip's pretty important. We probably have to go to him.
Okay, we have to go to him.
Yeah, you got to go to Cool Whip. But anyway, so it was an hour from Cherokee, North Carolina, where we stayed at. And so we had an early lunch, and they went and did the ski lift up to the river walk. I forget, but it's up on top of the mountain. Nancy surely wasn't going to do that. So the kids went and did that, and we actually went to Cherokee, and Lettuce is from North Carolina, Lettuce Market U, and he was the one asking about it, and that's a beautiful casino. Have you ever been to Cherokee, North Carolina, to the casino?
I think I drove down from the Smoky Mountains down into North Carolina. That's the best North Carolina I've ever done.
Yeah, Barbara playing slots is in the house. Barbara, this is my brother-in-law, Jason. Jason is doing the new Brother-in-Laws and Bourbon channel that we've started with me, and we're doing it together. And he's a really cool guy. And Barbara just subbed to our new channel. We're up to 30 subscribers now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, what do y'all think about our little setup we have right here? Because this was our staging area for our bourbon, our brother-in-laws and bourbon area.
Yeah, what do you think, guys? What do you think about our setup?
Little setup. Because it's interesting because this is my little waiting area for my massage room that I built for my wife.
Dude, do y'all want to see the massage room Jason built for my sister?
I built a massage room for my wife back about a year ago. And, all right, I'll take that. Let me get it back here.
Do you just want to read the chat?
I will. All right.
What do they say? Do they want to see it?
We are up to 30 subs.
Yep.
I need bigger font. My eyes are bad.
Yeah, it's always small on here. Yeah, Barbara says that's awesome that you built a massage room. He built it for his wife. Ain't that great? We're at the farm.
So this area right here that we're in is when I built it, I built a waiting area.
You care if I give them a tour?
Oh no, absolutely. This is the waiting area. Of course, it doesn't work as well without the lighting.
Barbara says to
Really cool.
Barbara says to show it. So keep eye on the chat.
That's some really cool lighting,
And I'll show it.
See as well.
So hold on, let me turn this around. Okay, here we go. So this was his waiting area. This was his waiting. Oh, there's some of your junk. This is his waiting area for the. How you want me to show him outside? You show.
Outside.
This is Cindy and Jason's farm. Check this out, guys.
I call it a hobby farm.
This is the hobby farm. Check it out. This is the farm.
Tell me you actually lived here for a little while.
Yeah, I did back in the day. I lived out here. And then they got a nice little seating area out here. Little seating area. And then you come in and you go right through here, and this is the waiting area for the massage part. And check this out, guys. But the chat went away on my end for some reason. Check this out. He's got a massage table in here. Massage table. Got some mirrors. I don't even want to know what that's for. Got another little table over here. Got padding on the walls to keep the sound down. Oh my God.
This was my podcast studio a while back ago.
Yeah, that's what he says, but So.
And then I have the bathroom area.
Yeah. So who all has a Keurig in their toilet? Yeah. So here's his bathroom area, his jacuzzi tub that he had installed for my sister Cindy.
No, it was already there.
Nope, already here.
Already here.
But he's got that. And then look here. The ever fancy
bidet.
So yeah. Now, who all has a massage table in their house? And he installed that just for Cindy. He is an awesome guy. So, but yeah, we just wanted to come on real quick and tell everybody that that we've got some really good stuff coming up, and thank you all for subscribing to the new channel. We as soon as we get to 50, we're gonna plan a golf trip.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna go live at the golf course, and you can watch me make a fool out of myself.
And you'll get to see why it was so funny that I made a hole in one, because I can't really play golf that well.
Well, you're better than me. So, Cool Whip says, "I bet we can get the number up."
Cool, yeah.
33 subs. Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Thank y'all.
Yep. So, I was thinking maybe we could come on maybe once a week.
Yeah.
Once every other week, and do some live streams just to hang out, just to talk about it. Do a Let Us Market You type live where we can just talk and chit chat and bullshit and just hang out, because these guys are freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Every one of them. I know you're not real big in the slot community, and you don't gamble a whole lot, but these are my friends.
Yeah.
These guys are really. I have never met Mike and April. I've met OS. I've never met Barbara. I've never met DWT. But it feels like if I was to run into them somewhere, it would be like we've been friends for 20 years.
Right.
I mean, you just meet so many good people. Tracy in Arizona, she just came in. Thank you for coming in, Tracy. They're good people.
Yeah.
And so I want them to be able to be a part of the new channel and to like it.
Absolutely.
And follow along. And so I wanted to introduce Jason to everybody. And Mike and April says we're friends for sure.
And I will try to get video, because I also have on the 14th where I'm going to the Hard Rock Casino over in Biloxi for Valentine's Day. And I'm taking my wife over there for Valentine's Day. So I'll try to get some good video of Ruth Chris Steakhouse and the room and all that kind of stuff for anybody who's not seen the Hard Rock Casino.
Now the rooms over at the Hard Rock
are beautiful.
Oh my God, dude. That new tower that they built, I mean.
I was just over there I may not gamble, and that's true. I don't really ever gamble. I can't really recall any time that I've ever. I remember the first time I went out to Vegas, I think I spent $2. And that was the only money I've ever spent there on an actual machine. And I've probably gone 15, 20 times. But I go all the time. And I'm over Biloxi all the time. I love the casinos. I love going over there and being a part of the environment and being a part of the atmosphere. And so I'll be back, and at the Hard Rock on Valentine's Day.
My friend Big Slaughter just came in. Big Slaughter, how's it going, buddy? I had your bracelet on up till this morning, and I took it off right before we left. But I got a chance to meet Big Slaughter and Ivy.
Yeah.
Ivy Slots over in Vegas too. Was able to run into them. They're cool people too. And
did y'all go to the? You said you were by the Links, because that's where the hotel you're at, the Resorts World. Was that by the Links?
No, I wasn't at Resorts World.
Okay.
That's where we did our live stream from. And but we stayed at Caesar's Palace, and Link is across the street.
Okay.
From Caesar's.
Did you see the and I don't remember which casino it is, but the one that has the chandelier that goes up through like 6 or 7 floors up, and it's the bar in the middle of it that's inside of a chandelier. I think, is that in the Lynx or is that in the Cosmopolitan? I think it's in the Cosmopolitan.
April Unplugged just had 4 family members subscribe.
Thank
We're up
you.
to 34 subscribers.
Thank you so much.
On Brother-in-Laws and Bourbon.
Thank you so much. Have you ever stayed there where I think it's where Egg Slut is? You know, the breakfast place called Egg Slut?
Egg Slut. Where's Egg Slut at?
It's in the Cosmopolitan. It's got to be in the Cosmopolitan.
Is that in the Cosmo? Somebody let me know.
I'm sure it's in the Cosmo. I'm almost positive it's in the Cosmopolitan. And that's where they have the big bar that is inside of the chandelier.
Yes.
So have you ever gone to the little speakeasy inside of it?
Up to 35. Big Slaughter says that's at the Cosmo.
At the Cosmo, yeah.
I have not been in the speakeasy.
So there's a speakeasy back in the backside of that, a hidden room in the backside of the restaurant, the food court area.
Lettuce Market, you says it's Cosmo too.
Yeah.
Has anybody been to the speakeasy there? Have you been?
Yes, multiple times I've gone to it. It's a hidden room back in the backside of it. But you have to go through the food court area and you get into it back in the back areas. It's like the unicorn room or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but it's only like a 15-person bar.
Big Slaughter, you ever heard of this?
Oh, it's amazing.
Or am I calling bullshit?
No, I'm telling you, it's the truth. It's like a 15-person bar. It's similar to a speakeasy, except for you have to know how to get there to it. And you don't have to give any kind of password to get in it. But it's a hidden bar inside of the Cosmopolitan behind the food bar. So at the very end of all the booths, just a door. It looks like it goes into the kitchen, but it actually goes into another bar.
All right, here we go. So you were right, and I trust Big Slaughter.
Right.
He says, yes, it's called the Ghost Donkey.
Yes, the Ghost Donkey. Yes, that is right.
Mike and April Unplugged says there are actually 5 speakeasies at the Cosmo.
Really? Okay, so I've only found one. I love a speakeasy. We talked about this on our last episode with the Bullet Bourbon. We have a speakeasy here in Mobile that is downtown, and it's inside of an old bank building. You know, we have old buildings down in Mobile. And there used to be, back a long time ago, there were speakeasies all up and down the river, the bay area, going out from the Mobile Bay, going out into the Gulf of Mexico. And there were speakeasies all up and down the bay area that you would go to. Now all have closed up because everybody bought up all that land. But there's a speakeasy that's still left inside of the bank area called La Floritas, which is a Cuban speakeasy. And it is fantastic. Yes, sir. It is fantastic. I've drank my coffee now, so I can absolutely have some more. It is a fantastic speakeasy to go to and to find your way into.
So this is Basil Hayden, what we're sipping on right now. This is a whiskey, right?
It's a
this is straight bourbon whiskey. Yeah, this is a bourbon. This is Kentucky bourbon.
Kentucky bourbon. Yeah, it's a neat speakeasy. So I would love to know where the other 4 are that are inside of the Cosmo. I know there's one in Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, Lettuce was asking Mobile, Alabama. Yes, Mobile, Alabama. That's where.
Yeah, Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
So there's and the one that they have down there is inside of a bank building. It's underground, and it's inside of a bank vault. And you have to get to it, and you have to know the password to get into it. And it's a Cuban-themed speakeasy.
So I can't see us on this. Y'all can see us, right?
I hope so.
April says they should get the Wolford and join us. Man, I wish you could. I wish we lived. I wish we lived closer because y'all are so much like us. I can just tell. You know, whenever I watch their live streams.
North Carolina.
Actually, they are in Oklahoma, right? Oklahoma, close to Texas.
We can do a trip to Oklahoma.
Yes, I want to. I want to do.
I got the bus back there in the back.
Oh my God!
I have the bus.
We have got to show y'all the bus. We got a bus. Texas.
I got
Texas. I'm sorry. They're in
Texas.
They're in Texas, close to Oklahoma. That's what I meant to say. I've been drinking, guys.
That's the north side of Texas.
Yep. Yep. So what area of Texas do y'all live in, Mike and April? I know they're close to the Ameristar, and the Ameristar has red screen. So we should do a brother-in-laws and bourbon on the road.
Okay.
What do you think
I
about
love
that?
it. I love it.
North Texas.
Like Texarkana.
Don't get me wrong.
I mean, that like Longview, north of Dallas, and that area, like right up from Louisiana. You're only talking about a 7-hour drive.
Really?
Yeah, I drive to Longview all the time.
Really?
Yes,
How about that?
I drive up to Longview at least 2 or 3 times a year.
You got any people up there?
Yes,
Seriously?
yes, yes.
Well, it's on then. We're coming.
I go to Shreveport. I mean, Shreveport's just right up in that area. No, not Shreveport. Yeah, Shreveport. Shreveport's right up there, and Shreveport's got the big casino in Shreveport.
So listen, there's a secret. They're talking in the chat. There's a secret pizzeria, third floor of the Cosmo.
Really?
Mhm.
Secret pizzeria. Oh, that would be awesome. That is such a neat casino.
It says, "Come to WinStar the next time Hank is in town. Let's make it a party."
All right, I love it.
Well, listen. I mean, we're open to just about anything. So as long as we can get it all scheduled out. 14 people in the house. Thank y'all for coming in and watching our tomfoolery. April says the secret pizza is overrated there at the
It is.
Cosmo. Yeah. So probably the draw to it is that it's secret.
There's a pizza place talking about Longview, talking about Texas. This is Longview's north of Dallas area, that northeast of Dallas. There's a place called, I think, Pizza Inn that is real good pizza that is up in that area. I mean, Texas food is different. Texas food is different. It's different than their Mexican food is different than our Mexican food. Their beef is different than our beef. It's different. It's just different.
It's different in Texas.
Different in Texas. Everything's different in Texas.
Yeah, we had the.
They are their own people.
It's funny you say that because whenever we went to Cleveland this past year, they had given us a free buffet for signing up for their players card at the Jack Casino.
Right.
And so I told Nancy on that Sunday I had bought tickets from BD Slots. You talk about great tickets. But I bought tickets from him, and we actually, after the game, we walked over to the casino to get our free buffet, and the food was terrible.
Really?
Yeah, it was. You talk about a difference between North and South
Yeah.
when it comes to food and flavor and the love
Yeah.
that you put into your food. It's a really big difference.
We ate, and when we were in Vegas, we went off the strip and went over to Fairmont Street, that area, and we ate at a restaurant off of Fairmont Street. That was a fancy restaurant. I mean, it was not a cheap restaurant. I can't remember the name of it, but it was more plant-based. And I don't know why somebody would have picked plant-based for us to go to. And I was not a plant-based fan. I did not like anything they had. I wanted real meat.
Lettuce. Actually, yes, I have stayed at the Luxor. In 2021, we went during COVID, right after Vegas had reopened.
That was you. You were there again.
Yep, they were begging people to come out to Vegas. And the Luxor, which is an MGM property, sent us $500 every 3 days in free play and $125 a day food credit. And they put us in a butler suite that they have there at the Luxor. Now, it didn't have a butler in it,
Right.
but it's what they call a butler suite. And we stayed there for 8 days, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a really good time. And then that was whenever we met y'all down there,
Right.
and we ate at the Mexican, the El Diablo there,
Right.
which was at the Luxor, which was the Mexican restaurant.
And it was real good.
The April Cloak says Luxor is exactly what you pay for. Good if you only need a nice bed. Other than that, not a lot to offer, and that's true. And even the suite that we stayed at was real dated, but it was still nice. I mean, it was really nice, and I mean, we couldn't beat the offer.
Well, I liked Planet Hollywood when we were out there. I liked MGM. It was fantastic. when we were there. It's been a long time since I've been to Mandalay Bay. It's just so far away. I've never been to Caesar.
Caesars was good. It's huge. They had Adele, Garth Brooks, and so listen to this. They had Adele, Garth Brooks, and oh God, what's his name? The guy from the '70s. Him and his sister were real big.
Donny Osmond.
Donny Osmond, and they gave us free tickets to guess who.
In the Biloxi area, I love the Golden Nugget. Of all places,
Really?
I love the Golden Nugget. I love the Golden Nugget.
Now Morton's is good.
Morton's Steakhouse is fantastic, but I love the Golden Nugget because if you look, and again, I'm not a gambler, so I don't go in there and gamble. I don't know what their slot machines or their tables are like or anything like that. But the glasswork that they have and the chandeliers and things are spectacular. Absolutely beautiful. The bars are fantastic. It's just a neat place to be at.
So April was saying their favorite place to stay is New York, New York. They actually talked about that on their last live stream or next to last live stream about how nice it was and about how much they love the food there. I like New York, New York.
I like New York.
I've been in there. I've never stayed there, but I've been there and I like the casino.
I'm supposed to go in March. It's March or April. I have a conference out there that I'm supposed to go to at the Fontainebleau. And so that'll be interesting to go out there and get some video of it and stay there. I've never, and of course, you told me it's brand new. I know nothing about it. I've stayed at the one in Miami.
Avalon Slots is in the house. He wants to know what we're drinking. Avalon and BD actually do the Bourbon Brothers and BS.
Oh, love it.
On TikTok.
Because we got a lot of BS.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of BS over here. They actually are doing the Bourbon Brothers and BS over on TikTok, and it is doing well.
I got to subscribe to that.
Yeah.
I've got to like that.
Yeah.
I would love that.
And
I love TikTok.
Avalon does all their bourbon reviews, and it's fantastic. But Avalon, we're drinking
Basil Hayden.
Basil Hayden. Have you done a review on Basil Hayden yet?
It is a nice beginner's bourbon. A beginner bourbon.
So my favorite casino in Biloxi is Palace Casino.
I love Palace. Smoke free.
Palace is smoke free and it's clean.
It is.
Now I'm a smoker, but I got to go where the playback is. And for my money, I get the best playback at Palace Casino. I've hit the most jackpots at Palace Casino, and the people there are so nice. Now, the only drawback to Palace is they're not affiliated with any Caesars or MGM. It's owned by it's a one-person owner. It's a guy that owns a trucking company of all things. But so you don't get the perks. No, it's still going. Avalon says he loves basil. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just did a review on it, and I think I gave it a 7. Dude, it goes down so easy.
It does. I had in our review I talked about that. I didn't know anything about Basil Hayden. It's an easy one to pick up. It's not something that's hard to find. You can buy it at Costco. It's not expensive at all. But the Basil Hayden, it's kind of a beginner's bourbon. I mean, it's so gentle to go down.
So
it's such a nice flow coming down.
So April was asking, what is the scale? So we've been rating 1 to 10. So on the first 3 reviews that we did, a 10 being just the bomb diggity, and a 1 being early times whiskey. So we've been rating them a 1.
I can't wait for us to do the Judge Roy Bean. That's going to be a really, really good one because I've had it before. It's fantastic.
And that's an Alabama bourbon.
That's an Alabama bourbon. I think it's a Mobile. I don't think they make it in Mobile, but for some reason, everybody talks about it being something out of Mobile and something being specific to Mobile. But I don't know of anybody that makes it in Mobile. I can't imagine it's made in Mobile.
Gamble Dog, thanks for coming in. We're not gambling today, unfortunately, but I wanted to introduce everybody to my brother-in-law, Jason Jones, and we're doing the brother-in-laws and bourbon. Sorry, I've been drinking. And I want everybody to be able to meet Jason.
So the palace, you're talking about the palace. So
Hey D, thanks for coming in.
massages at the palace. I can tell you about all the additional things at the palace, other than the slot machines. I can tell you about all the other amenities. Their restaurant, not their big steak restaurant. It's okay, and the buffet is but their side restaurant that's right there, stacked, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. They use Connecticut County sausage, and they get venison from Mississippi deer. I mean, they get venison. I've never seen a restaurant that serves venison.
Me neither.
And they serve venison out of people that have shot deer in Mississippi, and they serve it in their restaurant. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal that they serve venison in their restaurant.
John Lord's in the house. Thanks for coming in, John. He's amazing.
I mean, that's a really cool thing at the Palace. But massages, I've done several massages at Palace. They do a great massage, and it's a very reasonable price.
So me and you would make a good team on this. With
I can tell you all about everything other than the gambling part of it.
I can tell you all about the gambling and all about nothing else.
I can tell you about all the other things, everything else around there except for the gambling part. Can't tell you much about the gambling because I don't ever win.
So your favorite casino is the Golden Nugget.
I can't say I have a favorite one. I really like the Golden Nugget because Morton Steakhouse. I mean, Caesar salad is just unbelievable. Their steaks are unbelievable. It's just an amazing steakhouse.
Now I like
it's a beautiful place.
I like Morton's because how they serve the sides family style.
Yes, they do.
I mean, they're $28, but it's enough to feed the whole
It's
table.
enough to feed the whole table.
Mm-hmm.
I like going to Hard Rock again. The rooms are just spectacular. The showers.
Every
Oh my goodness!
room in that new tower is like a suite.
It is. The shower is built for 8 people. 8 people can get in that shower.
Oh yeah, I've had 8 people in the shower.
I mean, it's awesome. It is, and I mean the shower and the windows are like facing over the pool on the side of the shower. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And so I like that. Mandalay Bay, I mean, not Mandalay Bay, Beau Rivage. I've stayed there multiple times, and a lot of times I've stayed on the corner suite. A lot of times I get the suite areas that like overlook the baseball stadium on the side.
Yeah, during baseball season,
Yeah,
I love it.
it's really cool.
Because you can watch the baseball game through the window. So we have a double A team there in Biloxi.
The Shuckers.
Yeah,
The Shuckers.
the Biloxi Shuckers, and you can watch the baseball game through the through your hotel through your window,
Yeah.
and you can actually follow the game and see the everything.
You
Just
pull all
like
your chairs up right there to the big, massive window, the wall window, and just prop up there and see it. The cool thing about Beau Rivage, and I again, I may not gamble, but I have been going to the casinos since I have lived in Mobile. I love them.
Yeah.
And I was at the I keep saying Mandalay Bay. I was at the Beau Rivage like 2 nights before Hurricane Katrina came into Biloxi and completely destroyed, the Gulfport, Biloxi, New Orleans, that whole area,
Oh yeah,
and destroyed all the casinos along the Gulf Coast.
that was when
I
I
stayed there that night, we had a room overlooking the city. And I remember sitting that night overlooking the city, and it was only 2 or 3 nights later that the hurricane came through. It was out in the Gulf at the time, and it came through a few nights later and destroyed everything down there.
It did.
It completely changed the landscape. I mean, toward the casino and everything.
If you guys get a chance to go on YouTube after we're done here and look for pictures of Biloxi from Hurricane Katrina, it was just.
It destroyed it.
It did. I mean, the casinos were on barges then.
Yeah.
And we actually, whenever we would go to the casinos, what did we say?
Going to the boats.
I'm going to the boats.
But they still say it.
Yeah, I still say it. I still find myself saying
Going to
it.
the boats.
So,
and Treasure Bay. Back then, Treasure Bay
it was on the ship.
It was on the ship. It was a pirate ship. It was a massive pirate
Yes.
ship that sat there in the bay. And it was great to go to the pirate ship. And now that stinker is like, up on the land, and it's not really a pirate ship, it's just a building.
And it stinks.
It
It's
stinks
awful.
out like I can't stand it.
Yeah, there's nothing good about that.
Don't want to go there. They have the best bread pudding. Because my favorite things to eat is a hamburger and bread pudding. Hamburger and bread. I swear I want to judge every restaurant buys their hamburger and their bread pudding. I love bread pudding and I love a hamburger. I love a good hamburger. I love good bread pudding. And they had the best bread pudding. And it was like this big pan of bread pudding. And I love eating their bread pudding. Oh man, it's great.
But it actually pushed the Grand Casino out of the water
Yes.
and onto Highway 59.
That's right.
And the whole casino was sitting in the road.
Yep.
That casino was the nicest casino
Yes, it
on
was.
the coast, the biggest casino on the coast,
Yes.
and the best casino on the coast. Pre-Katrina, I thought that everybody went to the Grand just to get money.
Yeah.
I could not lose at the old Grand Casino. And then the club that they had there, Club Wild Coyotes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. I tell you a story. One night, me and my buddy Carl were playing Let It Ride. And I hit some straights, a couple of flushes. Anyway, I wound up getting 4-8s. I colored up all my chips. And the girls this was back before me and Nancy were together, but we weren't married. And Nancy didn't gamble yet either.
Right.
Which can y'all believe that there was a time that Nancy didn't gamble? But anyway, they wanted to go to Wild Coyotes because they were bored,
Right.
And me and Carl, we were winning. We were just tearing it up on Let It Ride. And so we went in, and the big thing was 8 of us. The big thing then was Jaeger bombs. That's what all the cool kids was drinking.
Right.
And so I said, give me 8 Jaeger bombs. And because I had a pocket full of money, And so the girl came and she said, well, that'll be whatever it was, $125 or whatever it was. And so I reached in my wallet, and I hadn't cashed my chips in yet. And so I gave her all the cash I had, but I was like $20 short. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta go cash these chips in. And she was like, no, we take chips. And so, dude, after that, it was on. We stayed in that bar till 8 o'clock the next morning, and all my chips that I had won, we had spilled them all in the bar. Yeah, April, it really did.
What?
She was saying that Hurricane Katrina definitely left a mark.
Oh yeah.
And it's not the same.
No.
I think the casinos, when the casinos came back, I think the IP was the first to open because it was on the back day.
Right.
The IP and Boomtown, they were the two first to open. But I think whenever the casinos came back, they came back more elegant. It was more of the modern Vegas compared to old Vegas, which was neon lights and
I remember when
99-cent steaks.
Yeah, back when I first got here, before that happened, I mean, you'd come through there, there's neon lights everywhere. I mean, it was literally like it was what I would think of Fremont Street, of going down and just seeing all of that everywhere.
Yeah, but that's what I would
massive.
compare it to.
I mean, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. The whole strip area, that whole 90 was just beautiful all the way down it. And it completely changed the whole landscape of everything.
So, has anybody in the chat been to Biloxi? Has anybody ever gambled in Biloxi?
It's a beautiful area. I know that's probably not the most famous place to go and gamble, but it's a beautiful area.
It's got to be the Vegas of the South, though.
It's a
What do we
great
got?
place.
12 casinos?
Yeah. And then you jump right over and you're in New Orleans, and you can hit those casinos there.
Well, even before you get to New Orleans,
yeah, the
Gulfport
Gulfport.
has
You got over in
Bay St. Louis.
Bay St. Louis.
Yeah.
I stayed at the hotel. I stayed about every one of them over there. The one in Bay St. Louis, the slippery,
The Silver
the
Slipper.
Silver Slipper.
Yeah.
I mean, not a whole lot to the casino,
Right.
but the room I stayed in, fantastic.
We've stayed at the Silver
Fantastic.
Slipper, and it is nice. And the Hollywood,
Yeah.
Hollywood is actually on a golf course.
Yeah.
So the chat's saying, Mike and I have, DWT's never been, Hard Rock Casino, yeah, Laughlin, that's Barbara's never been. April says they met Bon Jovi at the Hard Rock.
Oh, and you know who I got to see when I was out in Vegas a couple of years ago when I did my 50th birthday in Vegas was the Doobie Brothers.
Really?
Talking about seeing Bon Jovi. I got to see the Doobie Brothers.
You went to see him in concert?
In concert, yes. And Michael McDonald was with them. Awesome concert. I've not gone to a concert in years.
I think you're dating yourself. Who is Michael McDonald?
You know, the guy that sings all the elevator music.
Mm-mm.
You know, minute by minute by minute by minute. You know the song? You know?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You know the song. You know Michael McDonald. You know Michael McDonald. You know Michael McDonald. Yacht Rock Radio. Come on, Yacht Rock Radio. Everybody knows Yacht Rock Radio. You live on the coast. It's Yacht Rock Radio.
Never heard of it.
Darn.
Lettuce said he's never been, but he's going to meet us there one day.
Love Biloxi. Love Biloxi.
Yeah.
It's just a great environment. Great.
DWT's laughing at me because I called you old. Says, okay.
I'm used to it.
So April says, little Bon Jovi, not the real Bon Jovi. He tried to,
Little Bon Jovi.
she said little Bon Jovi tried to take her back to his room.
Ooh.
April
Who's Little Bon Jovi?
April and Barbara are two of the most beautiful women on YouTube.
Okay.
So yeah, so just so you know that.
Who's Little Bon Jovi?
I think he just looked like Bon Jovi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife has told me that she'll leave me for Marky Mark if he ever comes around. And
J&L Slots, thanks for coming in. I'm here today introducing everybody to my brother-in-law Jason. I wanted everybody to be able to meet him.
I'm just glad I got to be on your channel and that you invited me to be a part of it. You talked about it and told me about it, and I was super excited for you. And disappointed that I had not already been on it.
Yep. Thank you, DWT. DWT just share our link out.
Thank you.
And I'm telling you, DWT, Mike, and April, they are awesome. They are really awesome people. I'm going to have a little more of this Basil Hayden.
You want to try let me try you something different. Let's go with something different. I got something different for you right here. Let's try some Jefferson's Jefferson straight rye whiskey finished in cognac cask.
Oh.
So this was a gift that was given to me
What is it?
from the people at my office, Jefferson's.
No, the code.
6230. You try that one right there.
April says she's sipping on some Wolford.
Oh, I love Wolford.
This is Jefferson's.
Jefferson's.
Straight whiskey finished in cognac cask.
I love cognac.
Avalon, you ever had Jefferson's? Straight rye whiskey. Yeah, it's got some bites, she said.
It does. They gave me that at my office as a birthday present.
Really?
Last year, yeah. And one of the ladies gave me a
It's
bottle of
because you're a
Jefferson's.
good boss.
I guess I am.
You really are.
And it does have some bite to it.
That's good.
Ice is about gone. We went through the whole
That was a
bottle.
huge ball of ice.
Yeah, we burned that thing down.
Okay, April says you need to rate the Jeffersons.
All right, I've not. I didn't try it on mine. You did.
I'm gonna need a little bit more.
Whew, Lord.
Jason's not. Come on, man. Come on.
You got to drive home.
I'm at my sister's house. I can spend the night.
No, you had gas all day long. You can't spend the night. You was burning them out at the Senior Bowl, and all the people around us.
Dude, we're live on YouTube.
All the people around us were looking back at me, and you was gassing them all out because you've been drinking light beer.
April says they need to send us some Texas bourbon.
So there's a fire. I think it's called Fire and Ice that you can only get in Texas. Ask her about that, April. So there's some kind of bourbon. I don't know. It's not a bourbon. It's got to be a whiskey because it's not in Kentucky. But it's called Fire and Ice that you can get that's only in Texas. And I've had somebody that's told me about that and said it is just one of the best whiskeys you'll ever try.
Mike says if y'all keep drinking, everything will be a 10.
That's possible. Well, and no ice. I mean, my ice is gone.
I think room temperature is where you're supposed to drink
Is it
whiskey,
really?
right?
I like mine neat.
Oh,
I don't know. You got the
thank
Yeah,
you,
bourbon
Buzz Market.
brothers.
You Buzz Market says this is fun.
you got the Bourbon Brothers with no BS, right?
The
Bourbon Brothers
Bourbon Brothers and BS.
and BS.
That's what Avalon and BD are.
So
doing.
should we be?
And if
drinking
y'all are
ice?
not subscribed to Bourbon Brothers and BS on TikTok, you need to do it. Actually, a funny story. I was telling Garrett. Garrett is my son-in-law, and woo.
That one's got a kick to it now.
I was telling Garrett, oh, that is strong.
It's got a growl. It's got like a bear growl on the top. Just, "Arr."
So anyway, I was telling Garrett, you need to, because Garrett's into,
I know he is.
yeah. So I was telling Garrett about it, and he was like, "Dude, I'm already following him. I'm already subscribed."
I gave him a humidor box. I gave him a cigar box the last time he was here. Were you here when I gave him that?
He loves cigars.
Yeah, I gave him a cigar box because I'll occasionally be at the store when they empty out a box at the Cotton Show Package store, and they give away the boxes when they do. And I had an extra box, and I gave him one of my boxes. He was so excited about it.
So April says she needs to look into the Fire and Ice whiskey, and
I think it's called Fire and Ice. It's only like 4 or 5 counties you can buy it in. I looked it up. I had a guy, Basil Hayden, and told me about Fire and Ice that you can get only in Texas. And I looked for the Fire and Ice, and there's only a few counties, and there's none of the counties I go to. But I've got a trip to Austin coming up pretty soon.
so April says you need to get with me and send her the information on the Fire and Ice.
I will. They say I've never had it, but they say this guy said it was just the best whiskey he's ever had. And it's a Texas whiskey. And it's a Texas whiskey. I mean, how can it not be amazing being a Texas whiskey? I mean, it's Texas.
So this Jefferson's is freaking strong. Woo! I mean, this Bart has bite, son.
Yeah, it does. They were real excited about giving this to me. I was thinking it was just like a gentle drink.
Why does yours keep doing that?
I don't know. I guess it times out. If you don't touch it, it times out.
Okay, April says to email them. They got some ideas for us.
Okay,
So
very good.
thank you for that.
Yes, thank you.
So,
Whew.
uh,
Potent.
so this Jefferson's is 94 proof.
All right, so that's 4 up from our bullet.
Yep. So this is the strongest. This is the strongest whiskey we've tried yet. So this is 94 proof. It's 47% alcohol by volume, and it's 94 proof, and it is strong.
I also have this Johnny Walker Double Black But
You know what? We can't
I know,
taste that all.
I know. This is just the ones I have up here on the top area. So I have all mine down in the bottom cabinet, but this is just the ones I have up in my top cabinet.
We're just gonna have to pick one and stay with that. You can't be breaking out, because then all of our
I know.
can't do all of our reviews on one live.
Look, this can't be a review. The Jeffersons can't be a review. This is not a real review.
It's not a real review, but they're strong as shit.
Strong. It's just one I happen to have up here at the moment.
Yeah, let us know. You says 90. So 94 proof is strong. Yeah, I agree with that. April says that Hank gave them 102 proof bourbon last time, and it was awesome. So she's going to try to get the name for us on that.
But I just had that sip right there, and it had no bite behind it. So maybe after the
I
first
think
one goes,
maybe you've had too much to
after the
drink.
first one goes down, it burns everything throughout there, and there's no bite behind it.
Really? Because mine still has bite. Okay, where was it? Yeah, a bourbon. They want us to come to Texas, to the WinStar, and us all go out and have a bourbon blowout.
I love it. You know, I did when we were in Vegas, and I said I did that beer crawl. They actually had a bourbon crawl as well that went along with it. So one of the areas we did that. They did 5 different bourbons that we got to try, and we were going to also do the beer. We did the 5 flight that they have a bourbon, and we immediately knew that there was no way we were going to go to the next one and do 5 flights of bourbon as well. That we were going to be tapped out. You know, there was no way we were going to be able to make it around to all the different places. So I would love that idea. That's a fantastic idea. Where's the WinStar in Texas?
The WinStar is, I think it's close to Oklahoma. Is that right? The WinStar is close to Oklahoma in Texas?
Oklahoma's kind of in the middle.
I don't know.
I think it's in the middle of Texas. I think not in the middle of Texas, in the middle of the north of Texas. It's like on the hat of Texas. I think. It's like the bottom of the hat of Texas. I know Oklahoma, you know what, we'll know this year because Oklahoma's coming into the SEC with Texas. And Texas A&M is already in the SEC. So we will find out where Oklahoma.
Okay. Ameristar is in Tracksville, Oklahoma. It's 45 minutes north in North Texas. Yes. Thank you, DWT, for sharing out my Facebook. My Facebook has been doing really well. I'm almost up to 1,600 followers on Facebook.
That's fantastic.
My videos has been getting 1,000 views. Most of my videos have been getting 1,000 views or more. I've actually collected some checks from Facebook.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, I mean nothing. I have definitely gambled more than they have sent me. That's for sure. But something is something.
Yeah.
You know, I can take my wife out for a double cheeseburger, like she would have it.
That's fantastic.
So, anyway, guys, like I said, I think we're going to wrap this up, but I just wanted to come on and introduce everybody to Jason.
Thank y'all very much.
Yeah, we got some videos that we've been working on, and hopefully y'all will enjoy them. And I just want to thank y'all for coming in today and supporting the channel and helping me and Jason. And y'all are gonna love him. Y'all are gonna love Jason, and he's a lot like me, and a lot of what I know came from him. He's a good dude, and we love him to death. And thank y'all for coming. And so everybody's looking forward to checking out the video. Lettuce says we're cool. Thank you, Lettuce. And all you guys are super cool. And thank you all for coming in. And April says to send them a message.
Oh,
so yeah,
you have to give me the contact information.
Yep. So So I'll send you a message, and I'll do it while we're here, while I'm here, while we're together, and we can get together on some stuff. And we love you guys, and be on the lookout. Hopefully, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I'll be dropping the very first video on brother-in-laws and bourbon, and so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to everybody in this chat, because everybody in here is awesome, and we'll see y'all next week.
We have some pictures of the Senior Bowl in that as well.
Yeah, I've already posted a couple pictures of the Senior Bowl, and yes, thank you everybody for your
Thank you all.
Yeah,
very much.
And I'll be posting some videos on our Facebook over at Brother-in-Laws and Bourbon, and I got some videos coming up on Ron Gamble's. So I'll be highlighting our Vegas trip coming up, and so we'll see y'all next week, and be on the lookout. Monday or Tuesday, we'll be dropping the first video on Brother-in-Laws and Bourbon. So we'll see y'all next week.
Thank y'all.